How have you been feeling these past few weeks? How are you feeling today? It's a good time to reevaluate and reflect. So, I'm going to invite you to just look back a little and welcome back. This is Jessica Loper here for your weekly energy update for creatives. So, we've had a lot of intense energy these past few weeks between eclipses and Mercury in retrograde, Venus in retrograde, which it still is. Mercury actually is going direct today. So I am recording this on April 7th. So depending on when you are listening to this, for me, I feel like it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster, but I am able to look back and see some lessons that have been learned. So maybe you have things that have happened, whether you choose to look at it that way or not. There's always something to learn. Maybe you've realized changes that you need to make, or boundaries that you need to set, or conversations that need to be had, or maybe you had the conversations and now it's time to move forward. Whatever it is, I just invite you to reflect a little. Maybe you've had an aha moment with something you're creating, or where you're at with business or helping others. Maybe it's something online. For me, when it comes to creating and business, I've honestly had a lot of other personal things going on the past couple weeks, and I've really just kind of put the creativity and the business kind of on the back burner because I just felt like it was too much to process. Like I was processing other things. So if that's been your experience, that's okay too. And I really feel, for me, it feels good to move back into that space of creating just for the sake of creating. So that's kind of something that's come up for me, is just, can I sit and create just for fun and see what happens? So that's just some examples for you. You can fill into what your experience has been. With Mercury going direct, we'll have that shift. It can linger a little, but it always feels like things start to go a little smoother as far as communication and just having more clarity. I always feel like a little foggy during Mercury retrograde, or like stagnant maybe. But I've really learned, I feel like over the past couple years, to look at it differently and let myself just slow down and be more present and pay attention. And it's much easier. Well, I would say normally it's much easier to navigate. I feel like we had some other energies at play too, so it's kind of a different one. I also am like, maybe my computer will start working a little faster now. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, might still be feeling some of the aftermath of the energies of these past few weeks. So just be gentle with yourself this week. We're kind of just transitioning, so it's okay if you still need to take it slow or self-reflect. As far as the moon cycle goes, we are in that waxing gibbous phase, which tends to be a good moon phase for patience and reevaluating, feel into what's working, what's not working, and just let yourself realign this week. So that tends to be a good energy for this time anyway with the moon cycle. And then we have our full moon on April 12th, which will be the close of that cycle. So let me think if there was anything else I was going to mention. Oh, another interesting one is April 12th. So that's also Saturday. Well, depending on where you live, the Sun conjunct Chiron is on April 12th. I've always been really fascinated with Chiron, which is like the wounded healer. It's the inner teacher. So wherever Chiron falls in your chart is going to kind of give you some clues to your deepest wound, which actually, when you work with it, can transform into your greatest gift. I've just always found it really interesting. So if that's something you're not familiar with and you're feeling led to, I would invite you to just kind of go down that path, or because I think it can give some really, really good insight. But with the sun being conjunct Chiron, we may just notice that a little bit more. So if you have like some old wounds that resurface or anything, it's okay. It's actually meant to help you. So, all good. All right. I feel like it's really, this past month has been a month of a lot of learning, at least for me. So, just trying to, think of how to move forward and just reevaluate. So that is my main message today, I suppose, is just, reevaluate and reflect on what you've learned and what you're changing. Okay, I am going to pull a card. All right, I'm going to pull a card from the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. I haven't pulled it yet, so give me just a moment here. We'll see what the message is for this week to help support us. Excuse me. Okay, the card is Two of Water, so it just has this picture of water with these two little fish floating around with some flowers. This card can represent partnership and connection. So this could be this could be applied to partnering with yourself. It could be like a representation of you and your higher self. It can also represent you and another person. So isn't there another person who it would benefit you to connect with this week? This could be like a friend or a spouse. It feels positive though. This doesn't feel like conflict. It feels like a good conversation or soul connection. Okay, so even if I would say if there's someone you've been meaning to reach out to and have that conversation with, this feels like a positive. It feels like replenishing, okay? So nourishing. So just pay attention to that this week, and that will be supportive as well. Sometimes I was talking about reflection and reevaluating. Sometimes it can be really helpful to talk to someone and just reevaluate and reflect in a conversation you're having with someone. And sometimes, have you ever noticed this? Like sometimes when you're talking to someone and sharing like a story or what you've been going through, like sometimes you get your own aha moments just in sharing. Like you're not even really asking for advice, but you kind of have these realizations as you're sharing. So that can always be supportive as well. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoy the week and I will be back. Take care.